Time to see who will shine brightest in Game 3 from Dallas. As we're underway, and Lowry is all over Blackwell. And they do. Here's Harley with it. Harley got it down to the corner. Johnson up for Harley. Niederreiter out of the box. Pass for Rantanen in front. Tip scores! Roope Hintz, opening goal in Game 3.
Stars. First of all, you got to win the draw, and good job by Duchesne coming in to help Roope Hintz with that 50-50 draw. Now you get the puck. What you have to remember is the guy coming out of the box in 5 seconds, he still has to get into the play and in position to help the penalty killers.
The first goal, 8 of the previous 9.
Mikko Rantanen.
Here's Seguin, got it to the net, gets a second opportunity, and it's blocked. Morrissey hustles back after the puck. Duchesne right on him, takes him to the boards. Scheifele got it up the wing. Marchment to the net, steered away by Hellebuck. Hands it off for Neil Pionk. He'll work it onto the wing. Iafallo driving his way in. Iafallo around the net, wrap around attempt. They jam at it in front. Tanev with a chance. Got it to the point for Pionk. Played across for Nemesnikov. Back for Pionk. To Perfetti with a drive. Up to the save. Rebound in front. And the Stars clear it. Niederreiter just couldn't get his stick on it in front. A chance for the Jets, though. Half a minute to go in the power play. Here they come again. Nemesnikov carries it in. Checks up to get away from Ceci. Iafallo with it. Back for Pionk. Pionk waits, throws it on net. Ottinger the save, and he holds on. Miller looks to take it away. Colin Miller hands it off for Connor. Lost it to Rantanen. Rantanen centered in front. Fischl at the point. Chipped it across. Duchesne on goal. Stopped by Hellebuck. Tyler Seguin along the boards. Gets it in the corner for Duchesne. Lowry watching him. Duchesne to the front of the net. Seguin got it there. Duchesne chops at it. Marchment tried to get it through. Off the pad of Hellebuck. They throw it back in front again. And now it's loose in the corner as Sandberg will send it up ahead for Tanev. Tanev, cross ice. Appleton stays onside. Fired it on net.
In the first 2 games of this series.
As you saw right there, 30.6 hits a game is the fewest average in the playoffs. Quick shot by Velarde off the head of Ottinger. Velarde again to the net. Kicked out. Raphael Cutter scores! Kyle Cutter with his first of the series, and the game is tied.
To their defensive coverage, especially the high slot, low slot areas where I think they're last in the playoffs. There, a shot hits Ottinger right in the head, and the 50-50 puck battle gets won by Winnipeg. So it goes off Ottinger's mask, and Scheifele is the first guy to that puck. He gets it back down low, and even though Ottinger gets the glove to the post, Connor is not coming around the net with the puck sitting on the toe of his stick.
Now up for Nemesnikov, off his skate, into the Dallas zone. Lyubushkin goes after it. Nikolai Ehlers back out there, took a run at Lyubushkin as Perfetti tried to go to the net. Morrissey with a shot that goes wide. Here's Nemesnikov throwing it on goal. Granlund on his own into the Jet zone, bends out of the box. Granlund, holds on, taken down by Appleton, and that time there will be a call. Harley shot scores! Terrence Harley!
Johnson got a piece of his stick. If he did, that was a crazy good defensive play. And then on the delayed call on Niederreiter, it's this time Dallas winning the 50-50 puck battle, and they get it out to Harley, and Harley just floats this thing in. I'm not sure if it touches anything. It was guys like Duchesne and Johnson, guys like that were throwing hits, and that's what you like to see.
Stars won 65% of the faceoffs in that first period as well. They win this one to start the second as Morrissey's got it back in his own zone, chased by Tyler Seguin. Puts it high off the glass out to center where Mason Appleton is there on it to dump it back in. So good sign to see Appleton back out for the second, and he's in on the forecheck with a hit there. Morrissey up at center, can't get it by Duchesne. Duchesne holds on, dropped it for Seguin, tried to get in front for Marchment, turned back the other way. Appleton has got it. Lowry driving to the net. Appleton drops, Niederreiter shoots, and he missed the goal.
Well, here's the rush chance for Winnipeg, and they've done a nice job with it. You're going to see Niederreiter beat Duchesne up the ice, and as well, you're looking at, you know, the players that are back checking, they got to see Niederreiter. They got to make sure they get him. Oftentimes, the late guy coming into the zone.
Niederreiter with a pass for Lowry. Lowry pushing off Steele. Miller to Morrissey. Shakes off Blackwell. Morrissey got it down low, scores! What a setup by Morrissey as it's buried by Nino Niederreiter. And the Jets have tied it at 2.
What a set of hands on Morrissey. It takes some you-know-what to be the last guy on the blue line and to pull this move on Blackwell. It takes, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And he threads the needle there to Niederreiter. And Blackwell, of course, coming in for back in this game. He had the big overtime goal in round 1. And what a nice seam play as Dadonov cannot get in and cut the seam off. Right there, he could score some goals for you.
Lowry won the draw. Niederreiter for Keelan, fires. Save-Archer rebound in front. And a great chance for the Jets there, but Ottinger stands tall. Marksman back the other way. Over the play. Pump check by Hellebuyck. Cut off by Perfetti. And then Perfetti's hit by Ben. He's got it. Ben centered. CC. Oh, and a great glove save made by Connor Hellebuyck. It's a Dallas Star. But the glove of Connor Hellebuyck says, not this time.
Stars and Jets are evenly matched. This game's got a next goal wins feel to it, so the pressure's on Hellebuyck and Ottinger to not give up the next one. 2-2 with the third underway.
But Patrick Lazaric. Now Barron gets in the way. Grabbed by Bishop, over to Robertson and out. Sam Steele up with it. Steele hands it across. Rantanen for Patrick. Back to Rantanen with a shot. Kicked up and rebound, score!
Players around. He's got Steele with Robertson and Rantanen, giving ice time to some of his offensive players, putting them on that fourth line, trying to create as much offense as he can. And this shot by Robertson is going to bounce around, and the fourth line is going to find her way onto the scoreboard here.
Roope Hintz hands it off for Granlund, back to Hintz. Dropped it back, Rantanen waiting, he's in, scores! Rantanen!
He's in a game here this afternoon in Game 3. They just took the lead on a real controversial goal, and I'm sure it's not the last we're going to hear of it. And we've seen Winnipeg back in a little too much in this game, and Dallas has taken full advantage of the ice they're giving them, and Rantanen did that. Like Duchesne did earlier, like Granlund did earlier, he comes across onto his forehand, and he waits and waits and waits, and then he buries us into the net. Scott Arniel's going to call a timeout. The Winnipeg Jets are definitely rattled. You know, I think to a man, they probably believed that that goal was not going to count, as it looks like Hellebuyck goes down early.
And Rantanen will get it out. Stopped at center by Sandberg. Velarde for Connor. Here comes Connor shooting. Blocked away by Ottinger to get to it. Moved away by Harley. Labushkin up the boards. Dadonov has got it. Up the middle for Harley. Harley dropped it off for Bando. Harley tipped on it. Hellebuyck the save. He had to look behind him, but the puck came out. Looking for a little more as the Stars are out front 4-2. Iafallo goes in there. Tanev jammed it up on the boards. Bichel will get it to the line. Kept in by Miller. Morgan Barron can't bat it by Wyatt Johnston. Dadonov is up with it. Dadonov pass to Ben. Stopped by Hellebuyck. Rebound. Johnston around. Score for Johnston.
He was hoping we're going to find their way and get going. He thought it was just a matter of time. As Johnson starts this play off, and Dadonov gets it over to Ben. He gets the shot to the net. Hellebuyck has to challenge, right? So he comes out to challenge. He makes the first save, but it goes right back to Ben, who throws this out into the slot to Johnson, who started it all off from the other end and gets up the ice quickly. And everyone's coming to the net trying to be there for the rebound.
Ehlers will take it. He'll drop it up for Perfetti. And the Dallas Stars are going to take the series lead with a win on home ice in Game 3.